So now I've cut out my shape, and I'm going to use a little water, and some of these little crumbs can tend to get sharp when it dries out. So I'm going to use a little bit of water and just run my finger all the way around the outside, just smoothing those out. And I'm not soaking it, I'm just getting a little bit on my finger and going around the edge just to smooth it out. So there's my shape. The next thing I'm going to do before I add anything else to it is I'm going to carefully pick it up and I'm going to turn it over, and I am going to put my initials on it so everybody knows that it's mine, and probably your teacher's name too, however you guys code that. On the other side now, I'm also going to decide which way this is going to hang up. Is it going to hang up this way, or is it going to hang up kind of the wide way? And you're going to poke 2 holes in it using this tool that sort of looks like a pencil, but it's not, it's just a wooden stick. And I'm going to push that all the way through on both of them. And again, it gets a little rough, just like it did when I cut out my edges. And so I'm going to dip my finger in, and I'm going to smooth it and make sure that those holes stay open, that I'm not smoothing them or closing them up with this tool. So I'm going to make 2 holes there and just reinforce them a little bit, smooth them out again. Like that. And that's where the yarn is going to hang, or the ribbon is going to hang through. Now I can texture it. And texture is how something feels. And so if you think about different textures and designs that you can do on there, you can make different lines. And I'd like the kids to try at least 3 or 4 different textures that they can make with the tools. And you can also use fingers. And it also helps if you get, just like it worked better when we got our fingers wet, it also works if you dip the tool in the water and then use it, and it won't stick into your clay as much either. So that's kind of a fun design. And I'm also dipping the tip in so that I can do kind of a swirl design on there too. And I'm not pressing too hard. I'm not trying to cut all the way through. I'm just trying to make a design on the surface of it. And then I'm going to kind of go and make sure that it's all nice and smooth, and my name's already on the back. And now we're going to let it dry for a week, and next week we'll draw our picture for it, and then the week after we'll be able to paint them. That will give them 2 weeks to get nice and dried out for us. Make sure that they stay nice and flat and that they're not stuck to the table when we dry. When we dry them out, it's best to put them on a scrap sheet of paper so that they dry out really nice and we don't have to worry about any sticking, because if they stick, as they shrink a little bit, they might crack. So that is the picture frames.